It's Adams here on behalf of Apex Trader Funding, and I'm here today with Ray. Ray, of course, we have her on here because she is a paid funded trader with Apex Trader Funding. So first and foremost, Ray, I want to congratulate you on hitting this milestone. How does it feel getting the first payout?
Unreal.
Yeah? I should.
Unreal.
Is this the first one?
It's the second one for me. I did do one in March.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Sorry, my battery is saying it was low. I did one in March, and then this is my second one for April.
Got it. Okay, so not only have we hit that first threshold, we've actually developed some consistency. So not just a lucky one-time shot. This is now a pattern of success. So congratulations. That's exciting. Now,
Thank you.
let's talk a little bit about your background. How did you get into trading in the first place?
Well, I got introduced to it by a family member about 6 years ago. We originally started doing Forex. I got introduced to indices on Forex, and I've been kind of just like more so trading like SPX. I'm pretty sure a lot of traders know that the brokers are going crazy in Forex, and they're like starting to make a lot of changes with like the platforms and things. So that is kind of what brought me to futures.
Right.
The same person who introduced me to Forex is the same person who introduced me to futures.
That's usually the way it goes, right?
Yeah, so we just recently actually Apex is one of the first companies that I got introduced to. So this is where my journey begins. We started in November, and I blew a few accounts. I actually had two PA accounts in January. Like I passed my PAs,
Right.
and I was like, okay, it's on. And then of course I blew it, right?
It happens.
So I said, okay, because kind of what we were just talking about with how Apex developed, that's kind of what my family member is doing with her account. So we've just kind of been testing things, and we're seeing like what works, right? So this time the success has been better because we know what not to do,
Right. There are
so
certain things, of course, that you can only learn through experience, and I think it's just we want to set the expectations. Nobody goes from, hey, I watched a couple videos on YouTube to getting a $30,000 payout. It doesn't really work that way. There is growth, there is development, and a lot of it depends on the person, a lot of it depends on the strategy, but it usually depends on the person, their mindset, and their discipline, and their commitment to moving forward. Now, clearly, this is something that you've worked through, and now you switched from Forex to futures. So question for you is, when you made that transition, what you learned in terms of how to trade Forex, how did that translate into trading futures? Did you have to start over, or did most of what you had already learned apply?
a lot of it applied. We did have to, try to get educated in it because the verbiage is different, the language is different over here, right?
Right.
But a lot of it did still apply. A lot of the key points that we learned from trading Forex, we were able to bring them over here. But I must admit, it was different
Right.
just because of like the margins of how the money works and things like that. So, we'll get in a trade and we're like, oh, we'll try to stay in. And it's like, no, 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 no.
Well, and of course, that's part of that learning process, and learning how that actually fits within your account size and your risk tolerance, and putting all of these pieces together to create that sort of perfect scenario that gets you past the evaluations, past that threshold, paid not once, but now paid twice, and presumably working our way towards that third one, right?
Yes, for sure. Definitely working our way towards the third one. I actually, because you guys are doing the sale, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get me another evaluation account
Okay.
so that I can, get it on sale. And I'm doing a higher evaluation this time because as I'm working through it, I'm seeing like what I need so that I can comfortably trade and be successful. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is just finding that comfort zone. Everybody, I hear people argue about the perfect account size. There's no perfect account size. That's why there's multiple options. If there was a perfect one, they'd just offer one. But that doesn't work for everybody. And so this is still part of that learning process. And the nice thing is, as you're going through this learning process, you're getting paid to learn the specifics that work best for you, which I think is just an exciting proposition for anybody, as they go through this journey. So At this point, you've been trading for a few years. Now you're getting paid. What's next for you down the road? Now, obviously, you just picked up another evaluation, so we're going for that next account. But what does the future look like for you in terms of your trading journey? What's next?
It's so crazy. I quit my job today.
Wow.
And
Big step.
well, I know, right? Well, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm like this. I'm an entrepreneur naturally. Of course, I told you I've been in the beauty industry for over 20 years. So I have a business, but the platform is allowing me to shift in more into my brand. So I'll still be full time doing my brand. But when I say I quit my job, I actually had got like a part-time job that I was working. Okay. And I sat back and I was like, okay, what does it look like that? How much money do I need to make to replace the job? Mm-hmm. And that was my first goal. Mm-hmm. So after when I did the second payout, I was like, okay, if I can be consistent, which I've been consistent. Right. I was like, I can't, because I got 3 accounts now. So I'm kind of seeing how I'm like, okay, if I can't draw from all 3, I can draw from 1, if nothing else. And I can pull that money each month, twice a month. So I'm just kind of figuring it out. But what does the future hold for me? Amazing, amazing things.
So it sounds like the passion is in the beauty industry, right?
It is, but I've definitely, futures are going to fund my success on that end as well as give me more time, because I'm not a full-time stylist. My platform is more online. Mm-hmm. So I'm not trying to position myself that I'm full-time, like working with people. I really just want to like educate and build the business so that it can just be a mogul to run on its own. And then I can just trade, anywhere on the island or whatever.
So now you have this opportunity to fund the dream through trading, which gives you the flexibility to do this anywhere you want and build this Ray's perfect life. Is that about it?
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, I'm super excited. Yeah, I'm super excited.
I love it. I love it. Well, congratulations to you. I'm so excited to hear about your continued success. I can't wait to see additional things from you. One of the things that I really like to do as we do these interviews is catch up a few months down the road and get an update, because I know a lot of times people want to know, hey, what happened to Ray? Well, let's find out in a couple months and see how things are going, if that sounds good to you.
That sounds great.
Awesome. Well, thank you for spending some time with me today. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to see what's next. Thanks, Ray.
Thanks so much, Gates.
You got it.
Thanks, Apex.
Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you soon.